Four on the floor. Presented by Citywide Banks.
Maybe we don't need any more than 3 people.
Maybe. They're free. We might as well bring them in. All right, Four on the Floor brought to you by Citywide Banks. 4 questions, 30 seconds each. When the bell goes off, we need to shut up. Question number 1. Should Geno Smith have pressed charges against that kid who punched him in the jaw? IK and Impali.
No. He was an instigator. I have been told by people I know back in New York that there was, Geno kind of set this up. He owed him the money, but that he was, saying things and doing things to like, go away, you're not important and stuff like that. And I'm not dismissing what IK did, but no, that was in the locker room.
Yeah, I'm with you. From everything I've gathered, he provoked him. Got into his face, pointed the finger, was kind of almost daring him to take a shot at him. Now, that's not to say you should be allowed to punch somebody in the jaw.
I heard that he went as far as, hey, you want some of me?
Right, right. Plus, it's one of those internal things, that I thought it should have been handled internally.
In wrestling matches, if a guy slams a guy to the mat and he gets hurt, does he file charges?
Well, no, it's an expected part of the profession.
But
punching a guy in the jaw is not.
They have choreography for everything, and a guy goes off the choreography and slams him into the mat or a post or something or a table, and he gets hurt. Should he file charges against him?
Well, yeah, that's different. That's a good question, and I don't know the answer. Question number 2.
You're in well, I'll give you another one. You go to a baseball game all the time. They have a dust-up where all the dugouts erupt.
Empty, yeah.
And they grab each other.
Yeah.
If one guy throws a punch, should
well, that sets an awfully dangerous precedent. You'd have a lot of hockey players in jail right now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. I mean, that's within the framework of
heat of the game, heat of the locker room.
The corporate structure kind of takes over.
Right, you handle it internally. Yeah. All right, question number 2. CSU just annihilated Savannah State in the first game for the Rams under Mike Bobo. What can we get from this win? What can we gather from this win?
I like that Bobo, I think, is going to continue the tradition of McElwain, where he's going to be a very special coach up there. And I think that hurry-up offense is going to be great for competition in the Mountain West Conference. They are definitely a bowl team. They have made the transition. They've lost running backs. They've lost a quarterback, a very good quarterback, who's going to succeed in the NFL, I think. And I think that Bobo, he was a quarterback. He was a good coach. He comes from a system. It's not hiring somebody from North Dakota State. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but Wyoming hired a coach from North. We're not coming from a smaller level. We're talking about a Power 5 conference team, Georgia, and he's been there forever. He's going to be a good coach.
Here's what I like.
They're going to be a bowl.
I like killer instinct. You're not only supposed to beat Savannah State, you're supposed to stomp on them. You're supposed to put your foot on their neck and not let them up. They kept throwing the ball near the end of that game.
He kept the starters in for a long time.
I like that. I like that. Now, I don't think they're going to be a great team. I think they're a middle-of-the-pack team. I think they could be a bowl-eligible team.
Oh, they are bowl.
But I like the fact that they beat a team they were supposed to, and they beat a team badly that they were supposed to beat badly. That tells me a lot. All right, question number 3.
Do you care if Roger Federer wins?
Yeah, I do. I do. I like Roger Federer. I love watching him play. He is about as smooth and, as they like to use the word to describe him, elegant a player as I've ever seen. He was returning serves that were coming at him at 127 miles an hour as if he was just swatting at flies. I like watching Roger Federer. I really appreciate his game. So yeah, I do care if he wins.
I want him to win another one. I want him to win several more.
Yeah, me too.
He is the greatest tennis player, male tennis player of an era. And I think that he's good for the game, and I'm tired of Djokovic. And I would like for him to win. I'm tired of Nadal. I would like Federer to come back. And it's sort of like Jack Nicklaus when he won the Augusta at 46. I want Federer to have a nice little end to his career, maybe a couple or 3 more majors.
It seems like a nice guy, and he gives great post-match interviews, and I just like him.
I've been around him, yeah. You would be happy to be. Yeah. He's always been a good example for the game of tennis.
Yeah, agreed.
And now now
a good
they're turning to
representative.
these. They're turning back to these guys that are swearing on the court, walking out, and
Brats.
calling out. Yes, right. So
The Brat Pack. All right, final question. Tom Brady says those two knuckleheads that worked for the Patriots, who are now on indefinite suspension, Beavis and Butthead, I think some people like to call them, they should get their jobs back. Do you agree with him?
no, we know they cheated. I mean, is anybody sitting here that didn't think? And I saw one aspect of Outside the Lines that said, if you just peel away like an onion, you peel away everything, what you find is that Brady said to them, I like a softer ball. He said that after a game with the Chicago Bears. I want a softer ball.
2-minute warning.
And guess what? They would, after the officials would give them the balls, they would take a little air out of it. No, they shouldn't get their jobs back. They should keep their day jobs.
Well,
well,
hold on. If we assume they're cheating and they shouldn't get their jobs back, why is Brady getting his job back? Because aren't we assuming that he was part of that whole cheating thing?
Well, he started it, yes, yeah. Well, I just want that part of it over. But no, they don't deserve their jobs back. Deflator and Butthead would do their best.
Right. That segment sponsored by Citywide Banks.
You really want to bring them back and let them try it again?
Citywide
we
Banks.
know the Patriots cheat. Oh, here's Bailbag. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Citywide Banks, local bank, trusted bank. It's where we do our banking here at the Sports Show. They've got a dozen locations all around Denver and Boulder, so there is one near you. A lot of services that your business could use, and they do support a lot of charities around here. So Citywide Banks, check them out.